Psalm 91, and we'll get started here. Let's do this, and then we pop up that. Whoops, I think I just turned my other camera on, so better turn that off. Anyways, this one should take maybe about 35-40 minutes. When I started doing these, I thought I'd get through them pretty quick, but I don't know. I got a lot to say and a lot plays on my mind when I'm doing these. He who dwells in the shelter, he who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Well, that was pretty clean. I will say to YV, you are my refuge and fortress, my creator, in whom I trust. Wow, breaking pretty nice. For it was he who delivers you. For it is he. It, I'm having a hard time with it, is calling our creator it. For it is he. There's blasphemy right there, okay? There's blasphemy. It is he who delivers you from this. Okay, it needs to be divided here. From the snare of the trapper and from their deadly pestilence. I don't know about that. Okay. No, our creator doesn't have wings. So he doesn't have pinions. This is not true at all. Let's get rid of the crap. That's what we're here to do. You may seek refuge in his faithfulness. You can, not may, you can. You can seek refuge in his faithfulness to you, for he is a shield and a bulwark. I don't know about that either. You will not be afraid. You'll not be afraid of the terror at night, or the arrows that fly by daily. I don't know about that either. That's kind of weird. Or of the pestilence that stalks in the darkness. Okay, sure. Okay. Pestilence stalks you in the darkness. For the destruction that lies waste at noon. For the destruction that lies waste. I don't know what a thousand may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not approach you. That pestilence. You will only look with your eyes. I'm trying to think, if you only look with your eyes and see the recompense of the wicked. Recompense. I've got to start checking some of these words. I think there's got to be easier words for. I'm trying to make this text also as simple to read and simple to understand. That when I started reading, I started on my 11th birthday, and it took me until a month into my 12th year that I could read. And a lot of times I had so much trouble with words that I thought I knew the English language at that time, but no, but there's got to be simpler words than this. And for you have made YV my refuge. For you have made YV my refuge. Even the Most High, your dwelling places. No evil will befall you, nor any plague come near your tent. For he will give his angels charge concerning you. He will give angels a charge concerning you to guard you all in all your ways. They will bear you up with their hands, lest they strike your foot against stone. Now, okay, for those of you that are very knowledgeable about the four Gospels, this is what Satan says to Jesus in the desert. And they will bear you up with their hands, lest not strike your foot against a stone. So when you're looking for that reference, there it is. You will tread upon the lion, the cobra, the young lion, and the serpent you will trample. And the serpent trample down. I don't know. Because he has loved me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him up securely on high, because he knows my name. This is another text of, like, they're trying to say this is our Creator speaking. He will call upon me. So this is Jesus in here, I'm thinking, and he will answer, and I will answer him. I will be with him in his troubles, and I will rescue him to honor him with long life. I will rescue him and honor him with long life. Well, I'm not sure if that part's true, so I guess the Creator got that a little bit wrong. So this is just made up words of what our Creator says. I will satisfy him and let him behold my salvation. Let him, I don't know, he's our Savior for our salvation. So he who dwells in the shelter of... Now, I think I've said this before, but these are two words hooked together. And I know that when I see words like that, I try to say, well, why aren't they using the same word? And it would be because sometimes it'd be, say, very rich. And what I would say is the richer, or the rich, richer. Or here I would say higher, highest. The shelter of the highest. See, I might be doing that to get rid of the word most high, because there is no other high. It's high. I might even put his name in here, our Creator's name in here. I will abide in the shadow, or he, or we got Jesus already right off the start. Let me put it like this. He will dwell He is who will dwell. He is who. I know it reads funny like that, but I'm just going to put that there for right now. Probably in the shelter of the Most High. He will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Well, that would mean He will live, not abide. Just put in the word live. So we have 12-year-olds understanding the word, what's going on here. He will live in the shadow of the Most High. He will say to YV, you are my refuge and my fortress, and my creator in whom I trust. For it is he who let's get rid of that. Let's make that red so everybody remembers that that's blasphemy stuck in the text. Or at least calling our creator it. I mean, can you imagine that? For he will deliver him whom he will trust, and will deliver him from the snare of the trapper. Well, we know that there's no such thing, and from the deadly pestilence, I don't know. Snare of the trapper, he will seek refuge of his faithfulness. Well, let's see. Where am I at here? Only used one time. This is the only time that this word exists in the Hebrew language. Oh. Oh, yes, okay. He is a shield and a shielder is what it's going to be. He is a shield and a shielder. Whoops. He will not be afraid. Of the terror at night. Of their terror or arrows. Now I can see him thinking that there would be arrows that would be shooting at him, but because he's king, and some text does refer to Jesus as being a king, and a king is to lead your people into battle. Okay, so I understand they're thinking if he's the king, he's going to lead us in battle, but they also know that he's going to be a king in heaven. So they also thought he'd be a king on earth. From the stalkers in the darkness. From the, if I'm going to use any words, I'm not going to use this. And I would say as stalkers, lurkers in the darkness, in the night. Stalkers from the darkness, no. or of the destruction that they lay out, or of the trap that they lay waste at noon. That's just 1,000 will will fall at his side. And is that, I'm kind of wondering, is that true at his side or before him? Oh, a mighty king and 10,000 at your right. Well, your right hand is your side. At his right. And boy, I almost timed that one right, because we have of his side, and I said before him, and now at his right. We'd have his right, but we don't need his hand, because he's going to have that weapon in his hand to fight them off. And 10,000 to his right. Okay. And this just doesn't seem like it should be there, and then I still have 4 verses. Okay. I'm trying to cut and read to 4 verses, although this reads out of place now, so let's just get rid of that. And get rid of that it if you don't want to correct your, unless you like your Bible like that, although you won't need it anymore. I'm tearing it up and showing you how truthful the text can be, and the bad guys are in charge of it right now. So 18 minutes. He will not be afraid, even of their terror by night, at night. And then don't need this verse unless it goes with the next one. Nope, it's got whatever it needs here. Just needs to be corrected. He will look on with his eyes and say that. Okay, let's see. Well, believe it or not, we found another word that's only used once. Like Hebrew words. Okay. Retribution, from a word like retribution. Let's see what we've got here. What does secular world have for us here? See the reward. He has made. If we're talking Jesus, we have to have he like this. He has for he has made YV his, oops, trying to think how he makes him his refuge, by seeking his help. From his dwelling place. He has made YV his refuge. The Most High for he has made YV his refuge. The Most High in his dwelling place. And we know that is heaven, so Most High in his heaven. When we got that shortened down, we don't need all those words just to say in heaven, Most High in heaven. And I think I added that. The Most High in heaven. In his heaven. I think I better put that back. In his heaven. No evil will fall him. No evil will befall him. Nor any plague come near your tent. His tent. Nor will no evil will befall him. And no evil will befall him, then no beast come near his tent. For he will give his angels for he not will, he gave his angels a charge, an order, a command. A command concerning him. One, two, three, four. If I turn this red, I don't have, I can copy it and paste it and guard him in all his ways, in his way of life. Let me get that from over here. If you just come across this video, when you do as many times as I have, tried to figure out what this word is, way of life, his way of life, to guard him, a command concerning him, to guard him in all, to guard him always. I would put always, I guess. Well, I'm not sure if that's working out here in my head. I'm going to stick it in. I might have to take it out. To guard him always. And then in always. Even in his way of life. And this way of life is his way of life for us. They are to bear. Wow. Advanced carried 100 times. A lift 125 times. They're to lift you up. Lift him up. By their hands. And these are angels, so I'm going to give them green text. How's that? Because I have done this before. And then his angels up here. They are to lift him up by their hands, lest he strikes his foot against a stone. Okay. And we know that this just doesn't work because it's not a 4-verse, nothing there. They added all them words in there on you because he loves him. because he loves him. Therefore, he will deliver him. Because he loves him, he will deliver him. And set him on high, which would mean in heaven. Because he has known my name. Now that would be curious. I'm not, because he knows your name. Whoops, not color. He will call upon you and you will answer him. 33 minutes. Did I have to type the word and in there? I don't know. You will answer him. Like this. I just seen so many of them there, I thought I better do them all at once. And you will answer him. You will be with him in his troubles. You will be with him when he has trouble. I don't like the word in. And you will rescue him. Honor him with long life. Well, we know that is false. You will satisfy him and let him. I think all this is out. I think that's good enough to say without having to explain behold my salvation. He knows he's going to redeem. I mean, Jesus knows he's to fulfill every command. When we know there are stories of him asking about the pain that he's going through, if it can be removed from him, but only by our Creator's will. So this is not good enough to keep around for any reason at all. And maybe got through this one pretty decently, for we did find Jesus very plainly, and we did find what was what I was saying? Oh, the verse that Satan speaks to Jesus, and I need to make a note of that. And mark that where that is found. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High, he will live in the shadow of the Almighty. The Almighty. Not just the Almighty. He will say, you are my refuge and my fortress, my Creator in whom I trust. He will seek his refuge in his faithfulness. He will seek refuge in his faithfulness. Why? He is a shield, and a shielder is his shield. Yeah, I guess I got time. Is a shield and shielder. He will not be afraid, even of the terror at night, nor from the stalkers in the night. Stalkers in the night, or the destruction they lay for boy, when you want to start putting on the speed, you really go backwards. Okay. He will say to YV, you are, you are my, these were added, fortress, my Creator in whom I trust. He will seek refuge in his faithfulness. I'm going to add the words for him. For him, YV is a shield and a shielder. He will not be afraid even of their terror at night, nor the stalkers in the night, or of the destruction They lay for him. 1,000 will fall at his side, and 10,000 to his right, to his left side. A 1,000 will fall to his left side, and 10,000 to his right. I think this is he will look, you will see. He will see with his own eyes. Getting smoother here. He will see with his eyes. He will see with his eyes. I just put C up here so I get, this is, he will look with his, he will see with his eyes. With payment to the wicked. I have to work on that word of the wicked, for he made YHVH's refuge, most high in his heaven. No evil will befall him, nor will any plague come near his tent, or any beast come near his tent. Near his tent, for he gave his angels a command concerning him, to guard him always, even in his way of life. They are to, these are angels. They are to lift him up by their hands, lest he strike his foot against a stone. Because he loves him, he will deliver him and set him on high, because he knows your name. He will call upon you. Boy, is this cleaning up quick and nice. I'm liking this now. Not he and those, me and I and all them kind of things. Like our creator was talking, it's being written about Jesus and what's going to happen. I think this is going to be real nice at the end. He will call upon you, and you will answer him. You will be with him in his troubles. You will be with him in his troubles, and you will rescue him. Okay, now we're getting someplace here. I'm going to do a cleanup right here in front so you can read it. Maybe I'll just do this as fast as I can and read it with you. Didn't think I got that top piece. I think this is going to look good here. Hang on, get your buttons ready for the screenshot, because this one you want to how come it didn't go into 2? It is a 2. Let's do 1. Now do 2. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna put it down here to bounce those down over here. I'm just looking to see if they're all one spaced. And now get it like this. There you are. Take it now. Looks good. I am. There we go. Jesus is found in Psalm 91, and I'm really, really liking it. A lot of cleanup to do, but I think this is good. This is real good. Finally, another good one.